Good evening, kids. I hope you've had a great day and you're ready for another one of my wonderful Mr. Parker's bedtime stories. We've been looking at this wonderful new series of My Little Miss World, where we have all the Little Miss stories. We've already had all the Misty Men. Now we've got the Little Miss stories. We've been really enjoying those. I hope you have too. I've certainly been enjoying them. Maybe it's just me. I'm sure others have been enjoying them too who watched this. I hope you had a good day. It wasn't a good morning in terms of weather, but it's now so beautiful, and I'm about to go play some tennis soon. So anyway, we better get on with the story because I don't want to be late for playing my socially distanced tennis, just to point that out. So tonight's story then, from this wonderful series by Roger Hargreaves, is Little Miss Sunshine, because we all love a bit of sunshine, don't we? And this is one I definitely read when I was younger. Great story. Also, love the pigtails, right? It's cool. It's like Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz. Anyway, welcome to Miseryland. Am I reading the right book? Miseryland. Crazy. We say welcome, but there really isn't very much to welcome you about it. It's the most miserable place in the world. Miseryland worms look like this. They look so sad, bless them. And they've got huge heads, right? And when the birds wake up in the morning in Miseryland, they don't start singing, they start crying. Oh, it really is an awful place. And the king of Miseryland is even worse. He sits on his throne all day long with tears streaming down his face. Oh, I'm so unhappy. He keeps sobbing over and over and over again. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Doesn't look very happy, does he? Maybe that's why they're all miserable, because they all copy the king. Little Miss Sunshine had been on holiday. She'd had a lovely time, and now she was driving home. She was whistling happily to herself as she drove along, when out of the corner of her eye she saw a signpost to Miseryland. Miseryland, she thought to herself. I've never heard of that before. And she turned off down the road. Oh, can she make a change? Can she help them? Let's find out. She came to a sign which read, You are now entering Miseryland. And underneath it said, smiling, laughing, chuckling, giggling, forbidden by order of the king. So it was the king who was making them all sad. What a nasty king. Oh dear, thought Little Miss Sunshine as she drove along. She came to a castle with a huge door. A soldier stopped her. What do you want? He asked gloomily. I want to see the king, smiled Little Miss Sunshine. You're under arrest, said the soldier. But why? Asked Little Miss Sunshine. For a most serious crime, replied the soldier. Most serious indeed. Can you think what she did that was forbidden? The opposite of what he's doing. The soldier marched Little Miss Sunshine through the huge door and across the courtyard, through another huge door, up an enormous staircase, and along a long corridor, and through another huge door, and into a gigantic room. And at the end of the gigantic room sat the king, crying his eyes out. There's a huge staircase. Your Majesty, said the soldier, bowing low, I have arrested this person for a most serious crime. The king stopped crying. She smiled at me, said the soldier. There was a shocked silence. She did what? Cried the king. She smiled at me, repeated the soldier. The king looks fuming, doesn't he? This is a really upside down land, isn't it? But why is smiling not allowed? Laughed Little Miss Sunshine. She laughed at me, cried the king. Why not? She chuckled. She chuckled, cried the king. Little Miss Sunshine giggled. She giggled, went on the king, and he burst into tears again. Oh dear, she's causing a lot of offence here. But why are these things not allowed? Asked Little Miss Sunshine. Because this is Miseryland, wept the king, and they've never been allowed, he sobbed. Oh, I was so unhappy before you arrived, he wailed, but now I'm twice as unhappy. Little Miss Sunshine looked at him. But wouldn't you like to be happy, she asked. Of course I would, cried the king. But how can I be? This is Miseryland. He's clearly not a very bright king, is he? Anyway, so she can talk some sense into him. Little Miss Sunshine thought. "Come on," she said. "You can't talk to me like that," sobbed the king. "Don't be silly," she replied, and she led him across the gigantic room, through the huge door, and along the long corridor, and down the enormous staircase, and through the huge door, and across the courtyard, and through the huge door to her car. "Get in," she said. She's been very bossy, isn't she? Maybe she's been listening to Little Miss Bossy from book 1 of this series. Little Miss Sunshine drove the king back to the large notice. "Dry your eyes," she said, and handed him a large handkerchief from her handbag. And then from her handbag, she produced a large pen. 5 minutes later, she'd finished. Instead of saying, "You are now entering Miseryland," smiling, laughing, chuckling, giggling, forbidden by order of the king, do you know what it said now? Can you have a guess what you think it might have said? "You are now entering Laughterland," smiling, laughing, chuckling, giggling, permitted by order of the king. "There," said Little Miss Sunshine. "Now you can be happy." "I don't know how to be happy," sniffed the king. "I've never tried it." Maybe that's the problem, he's not trying to be happy. Let's see if he can do it. "Nonsense," said Little Miss Sunshine. "It's really very easy," she smiled. The king tried a smile. "Not bad," she laughed. The king tried a laugh. "Getting better," she chuckled. The king tried a chuckle. "You've got it," she giggled. The king looked at her. "So I have," he giggled. "I am the king of Laughterland." Hey, he looks so much better, doesn't he, for smiling? As Little Miss Sunshine arrived home, there was Mr. Happy out for an evening stroll. He goes everywhere. "Hello," he grinned. "Where have you been?" "Miseryland," she replied. "Miseryland," he said. I didn't know there was such a place." Little Miss Sunshine giggled. "Actually," she said. What do you think she's going to tell him? There isn't. Oh, what a great book. Little Miss Sunshine making a huge difference in the world. Well done, Little Miss Sunshine. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I'm going to go play some tennis. I hope you enjoyed that story and you're going to tune in tomorrow for Mr. Parker's bedtime stories. I'll be looking at Little Miss. Yep, you could fit her in your pocket. Anyway, have a great night, guys, and a good day tomorrow, and I will see you tomorrow. See you later, guys.